Hello and welcome back to Andy's Toy Train Layout on a shoestring budget. Now, as you can see, not much has changed except it got a little cluttered on the layout, and I did do a few things. My girder bridges came in, number one, and my sister took me to the local hobby shop to get to see if they had some of that track bed by Woodland Scenics to see how much it does quiet or muffle the sound of the wheels on the tubular track. Now, a lot of the YouTube videos I've watched and listened to, the layout was on Atlas track, which is plastic ties, and it's not metal. These ties are metal on tubular track, you know that, guys and girls, and it tends to be noisier. So this is a Homosote top on this train table. It's a paper product from what I understand, and it's the old standard. This is the old go-to the hobbyists used to use, but now a lot of guys are using foam, that foam board, that one wrapped in foil, I guess that is, or like aluminum foil, and it's foam. It's like a 3/4 or half an inch or an inch thick, I don't know. But when I talked to my friend who repairs trains and the guy who built this table for me, he does it professionally, he builds train tables, and they both say go with the Homosote. And my buddy who repairs trains says he gets so many of them in for repair where there's little pieces of foam in the gears and in the trucks, and it's a mess. It gets in the grease and everything and the oil. And they both said go with the Homosote. So I did. I took their advice. So I bought some of the, like I said, some of the track bed by Woodland Scenics, and I just got one section of each just to test it out before I go and drop $120 for the whole layout. And so I'll let you judge for yourself. Now I got this Long L. It's an MPC era. Covered hopper. It's a Purina covered hopper. It needed a little repair, and I did it to it. But listen, there's just on the Homosote. You hear that trebly high pitch? That's the wheels on the tin plate track. Now here's on the track bed. A little better. It quiets it some, enough to make it worth it to make. Trebly high pitch is sort of muffled, so I think it's worth it. And here it is on the HO. Now this is a Tyco and it's plastic trucks, plastic wheels, but you know, that's not too bad. HO isn't as bad as O. And here it is on the track bed. Let me see if I got it in there. There it is, right there. There it is. It's quieter. So it is just what Woodland Scenics says it is. It'll muffle the sound. And I looked at the hobby shop, my local hobby shop, and I looked at the Woodland Scenics site online, and they're both the same price. I mean, if I buy it at the hobby shop or from Woodland Scenics, the only thing I might save is tax, but I don't know. I probably pay that at Woodland Scenics too. So I may as well support my local hobby shop and buy it there. And just for this is 027, the 027 42-inch path, and the O, which is what this is O gauge. The profile is taller. It's heavier gauge, and that's a 42-inch path. And the HO is Atlas. Well, this used to be called, I mean, when I was an HOer, when I was little, this was called Snaptrack, but this is the Code 83, which is more realistic, more to scale, and that's a 44-inch diameter. Now, if you notice the thumbtacks, that's just temporary to hold it down and hold the tracks together. They're going to go, I'm going to get some track nails for that. But just for the HO and the 027 42-inch path and the O 42-inch path, you're running about $120 for the track bed. And you got to get the pins to hold it down, and you got to get the adhesive. But I haven't decided yet for sure what my track plan is going to be. I know I'm going to keep that mince away there. maintenance of way there. I always wanted a maintenance of way yard. I'm looking for that maintenance of way welding car for a good price, but you know, I haven't seen anything yet. I wouldn't even mind C8. You know, it'd be fine with me if I could get it for a good price. And there's a maintenance of way searchlight car where the searchlight rotates. You know, there again too, if I could find one for in C8 condition, that'd be fine too, for a good price. But that's it. So I think the track bed is worth it by Woodland Scenics to me. And now here's this is the one that came in for around $11 with plus shipping, and it was brand new, and it's plastic. The girders are plastic, and it's metal. It's not cut out. It's a solid sheet metal, and that was $11 plus shipping. And the other guy, who was supposed to be plastic, look what he sent me. He sent me a Norfolk Southern blue girder bridge, and this is die cast. And I looked at the packing slip, and this is exactly what he wanted to send me. So I sent him a message, and he said, "Mark, said more or less keep it. It wasn't worth for him to ship it back to him and pay the freight back to him." So I got that. And the one thing I did find out, which I should have known, is that little piece of that 9-inch piece of straight track on the 027 trestle, lift up on trestles. You got to have a straight track on each end of these, otherwise the engine, when it goes around the curve, hits the girder. So I'm going to find another place, maybe on this part where the arch of the bridge, maybe, or I'll just put it underneath, you know, this track, you know, and just paint a little stream or something. I don't know. I'll do something with that, but that's where I am. So, and I did buy a microphone for my Vixia HFR 800, and it's not working. It doesn't work. I put the battery in, I read the instructions, and it's not working. Unless there's a setting I have to set on this camera for a microphone. But I'll go nuts trying to figure out how to use that. But that's about it for Andy's Toy Train on a layout on a shoestring budget for this time. And like I always say, enjoy model railroading, whether it be scale or toy train operation or collecting or just kit bashing. Or if you like the scenery, doing the scenery, and then just like having a train going around, that's the hobby too. And it's a good hobby. I saw a young man on YouTube. I got a Facebook, and he was running a diesel, a Line G Plus diesel, and he was having fun with it. And it's a great hobby for kids because you learn carpentry, or Dad and Mom can teach them how to build a train table, and you learn wiring. And as you get older, you can get into electronics, and then the creativity of doing the scenery, and the fun of building kits and kit bashing. I mean, it's a great hobby. You learn a lot of different skills in it that may even be transferable to a job someday. You never know. You might go into something you never thought you'd get into with your model railroading skills. So, you know, it's a good one. Good way to keep them out of trouble, especially when they get into teenagers. I had 2 boys, I know. And, well, that's it. I'll shut up. I won't bend your ears anymore. So anyways, happy railroading. Bye-bye, Andy.